This segment brought to you by Heinen Brothers Ag, farmers helping farmers by offering quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia. Call today to protect your crop yield.
Thanks for staying with us. Next up is Mike Irvin, Director of the Kansas Farm Bureau Legal Foundation.
Duane Toews joining you once again from the Kansas Forage and Grassland Council annual meeting and winter conference in Manhattan. Had a chance to catch up with Mike Irvin with Kansas Farm Bureau. And Mike, you talked about a pretty important subject when we get to the bottom line for producers of forages and crops in general. Tell us a little bit about kind of a synopsis of the things that you hit for high points with the guys today.
Great question. What our goal was today was to do kind of educational on risk from a legal standpoint. And our goal is to take the examples of risk through cases and just different sorts of issues that would be raised on their farm or their operation, and then give them solutions, legal solutions, to kind of minimize those risks. So really the whole class or the whole seminar was based on taking these tools and then implementing them so that you minimize your risk so that you can operate in a very efficient fashion.
We think about that old adage of an ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. Here is a case where that maybe goes well beyond that.
Well, that's great. That's right. What we try to do is give them the tools so then they can implement these tools instead of getting in a quagmire. And then at that point, they find themselves they're stuck and they don't know where to turn. So then they have to go to an attorney, and then that gets pretty expensive at that point in time to get themselves out of that situation. So the whole goal is to educate and implement these risk tools and management so that we can avoid those problems and things down in the future.
An individual realistically, though, needs to be educated themselves on what regulations and rules there are for the industry that they're participating in. Lack of knowledge really doesn't get you off the hook.
Oh, absolutely right. From whether it's trucking regulations, spraying, and transporting their goods through carriers. We talk about bill of ladings, sell of or contracts, sell of through contractual relationships. Again, the idea is to pin what they want to do, and so that we have a definitive agreement between the parties so that everybody knows what the expectations are. And to go along with that, we try to work with them on, again, the trucking regulations and the things that might be out there that might trip them up. So again, the whole idea is to get them in a vein where they feel comfortable and can operate risk-free.
We think about doing so. If you've done all that homework, that takes a lot of stress off a producer in the operation, really lets them get back to the business of production.
Well, that's absolutely what we try to preach, and that is there's no way to get rid of all risk. But if we can go through and mitigate that risk for them and help them just by doing simple little things such as business structures, insurance, we can help them alleviate those worries as we go through and operate and just try to do what they do every day and do it efficiently.
Well, our thanks to Mike Irvin with Kansas Farm Bureau, joining us with the Kansas Grassland and Forage Council here in Manhattan at their annual conference and convention. Jamie, we'll send it back to you for more AGam in Kansas.
Don't go away. After the break, we'll meet Leah Fleiter, Director of Advocacy and Outreach with Kansas Farm Bureau.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.